I want you to look through the questions that were asked. For instance, this is the grade 5 one, and it says, make inference about characters' motives in a text. So I would like you to write that question down. If you come across the exact same question further down, you might want to give it a tick or just write the question number next to it, because then at the end you'll know, oh, that type of question was asked 3 times, which could be of interest to you. But what we want is, we're going to look at the type of questions that are asked in grade 3 and grade 5 NAPLAN. So if you wouldn't mind using the stems, interpret is this stem, and then write any question that starts with interpret, or work out and write any question that relate to work out. If there is a question that is not covered, there's a spot up the top that you could put it in. I think there is one in the grade 3s that you'll find doesn't fit. So what we will end up with is this grid, and we'll be able to look at the type of questions that are asked in NAPLAN at grade 3 and grade 5. We'll stop there and just gather together some thoughts, and then we'll give you some time to analyse your results, your school's data in relation to the state achievement. Just to talk about first, sitting down and looking at the type of skills that are embedded in each question, as you just did. What were the issues that came forward, or the understandings that might come forward from doing that? I know there's research about wait time, and if you wait, you get some cognitive activity happening, and eventually you get a fabulous response. Is it worthwhile to do that? Yes. Is it something you could take back to your school and do? Yes. And if you want to take it back to your school and you want a spare grid to just photocopy and not have to mock one up for yourself, I have spares here. What would be the benefit of taking it back to school and doing it? What does it help us with?
Understand what we need to be teaching.
Yeah, understand what we need to be teaching. Yeah.
And then understanding that, NAPLAN is year 3 and 5, but what you do in grade 1 and 2 has
Yes.
an impact on the results.
Definitely.
So
And
it's
we...
not just my little baby, because I'm in, the 5 area.
Yeah.
It's a whole school commitment.
It creates the context for the discussion about a whole school commitment, and creates the discussion around Prep 1-2, what needs to be happening. And when we start to look a little closer at comprehension, we are going to talk about comprehension in Peter 2. Yep. Other insights that can come from doing it with your staff?
And planning to those strategies.
Yes. It informs the teaching. The other way in which it can inform our teaching, if those particular skills are in NAPLAN, have a quick look up here. Can you see how any of those skills relate to what we said that we do as proficient readers? Does it ask you to check meaning? Yeah. Any questions about summarising? Yes. Any questions about where using the text structure is going to help you locate? Yes. Any questions where skimming will help? There was a question where, are there any questions where finding a main idea relate? So if we said this is what proficient readers do, it's what we do, can you see the direct correlation to the skills in NAPLAN? Yes. So it could be purposeful to shift the thinking of staff into that understanding. There was also, we had discussion at 2 tables about the timing of NAPLAN. You get this information back quite a while after the test. However, I don't think that is necessarily a problem, because as Karen said to us, and as you said to us, it's actually giving us teaching information for teaching across the year. Does that make sense? Yep. So it actually is direct information about what we could be including in our teaching. When you use the progress tests or any of the on-demand tests, you will also be able to get immediate information to teach from. So the gap from NAPLAN to NAPLAN won't be such an issue. The on-demand is there for you. But I also believe if we're teaching and monitoring as we go, we'll be getting that direct information week by week. to inform our teaching. And really, won't NAPLAN then take care of itself? Does that make sense? If we're teaching these skills because we agree and accept that they are reasonable comprehension skills for students to have, if we're teaching and monitoring across the year, really the student movement will occur and the development will happen. Yes? Because we don't need to go down the way of teaching to the test. We actually need to know what is good teaching and then how